Hello, and welcome to part 3 of my life story. So we left off on me living with a family member, and nothing was working out for me. Also, was getting even worse because of the person I was in a relationship with, who self sabotaged a lot of my goals and things like that. Let's get deeper into it. So I met this person in the apartment complex that I lived in prior to getting kicked out of said apartment complex. So I was very infatuated with this person. I literally spent every day with this person. Also, there were like a lot of literally like red flags that I avoided. Like I literally was blind to the red flags that happened when we went. I was like, I don't even care. Like, this is my person. This is my man. My man, my man, my man. I was bragging about him as he's stealing from me. And then I'm just like, wow, I should have listened, because everybody literally told me what the hell was going to happen. And I just didn't give a damn because I knew that he had potential. I knew he had potential. So I was like, okay, we're going to find your potential because you got it somewhere in there, I hope. So first off, this relationship that I was in was the deepest connection I've ever been in, quite literally. I'm not even joking. Like, this relationship really like helped my intellectual needs, and also like nurturing and comfort, and just it was just a vibe. So I thought. So there was a lot of things where third parties were involved, as far as like him introducing me to people that he was intimate with and things like that, or told me he wanted to be intimate with later in a story, which literally third parties everywhere. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I gradually start realizing that everything everybody said about him was true, and then I still stayed like a dumbass. But that's okay, because I literally feel like I've been through worse, and this man is not going to make me break at all. And I also, number one, didn't care about myself enough to listen to my intuition or other people, because I felt like I do what the hell I want to do. That's another thing about me. I be doing what the fuck I want to do. And also, like, it was just such a deep connection. I literally was like, those red flags ain't shit compared to like what I literally am like feeling for this person. I was obsessed. A lot of obsession. So this situation, basically I got kicked out of an apartment complex that I lived in because the person I was with got kicked out of the apartment complex first. And then I let that person into my apartment because he became homeless. And I felt like, this is my man. I'm not going to let him sleep out on the damn grass. No, thank you. I don't know. And also, this person didn't really have many family that he could rely on, as it seems, or as far as he told me. So I was just like, okay, I got you. Like, I'm ride or die. Like, I literally was ride or dying for him. Like, died every time. So, yeah. Basically, I let him into my apartment. Then the apartment complex didn't like that, so they kicked me out too. 10-day notice. And then I asked for 30-day because I'm like, that's not enough time for me. No, please help me. Like, I was going through it, and I knew better. So then it's like, I started realizing that this person just literally started self-sabotaging every fucking thing. I don't know what it was, like defiancy or something, or just didn't want to do good for himself, but I literally thought I can help this person because I love to help people. Heal this person, help this person, save this person, like something gotta give. Like, I just want to see this person do better. Also because he was my man at the time. Like, he was my man, of course. This was the person prior to part 2 who kicked me out of the house we were staying in because we were homeless, and then we lived in someone's house for a while because, they were being very generous about that. So around this time, I started getting a little irritated because this person started acting weird. I'm gonna get a little deeper because literally I remember some things that were just like, do you have life skills, sir? So I remember this guy spent like $100 of my food benefits at the fucking corner store for snacks. Who the fuck does that? Who does that? I don't know. So then I'm like, you need to get us some food because you literally are dumb for spending my money on that. Like, what's wrong with you? Also, that's literally like not the only thing It's so much more, guys. I'm not gonna get too deep, but if you want to know, I will tell you. Then also, we used to hang out with the same friend group, which was a fucking horrible idea. And then said friend group, every single friend group we had was always like horrible at the end. Like, it was weird. Like, he was stealing from everybody, got kicked out for doing it, then started stealing from other people. And then, like, I was just like, you need to keep your hands to yourself. Like, as far as like, keep your hands in your pockets. Like, stop stealing from people. But I guess that was just his habits and stuff like that. And I just was stressed out about it because I'm like, if you go to jail, I'm not really going to like, I'm not going to be there to save you, for real. And he did go to jail before. But that's not what I'm about to get into, because I still was working hard to bail that person out at that time. And then somebody else bailed him out. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Stay where the fuck you at. So when I invited him to live with my family member with me, because my family member said it was okay at the time, I was appreciative for that. Okay, so around the time we were living with with one of my family members, we would literally go everywhere together. We would all have fun together, going out and eating and just having fun. And there were times where he was just flirting with everybody, and I was like, "Is you cool? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, come on now. Do you want to leave? Because you can." But also, like, I had my times. Like, I was stressed out. I was finding apartments because he was ineligible to help me out with that. It seemed like he also never had a job while we were together. So I was just like, literally, I don't want to say doing everything, because I didn't feel like obligated to buy him stuff, but I definitely spent money on some things that we wanted to do, of course, because I was the only one making money at the time. So he's flirting with a lot of different people and being kind of obnoxious and making people uncomfortable. And when I told him, he said, that's their problem. I'm like, wow, what the fuck? You're inconsiderate as fuck. Because if somebody was to make him uncomfortable, he would literally probably almost crash out or try to isolate himself, or literally go do something that he's not supposed to do, which is weird, self-sabotaging. Then literally I'm stressed out trying to find apartments, and this man literally, like, he didn't care. It's like he didn't care. So I'm just like, oh my God. Like, so I started lashing out on him about little stupid shit. So then one time we got into an argument, and I told him to get the out of my family member's house. Like, get the out, like, just leave. Before I told him to leave, he actually was staying out at his friend's for for literally for all night, days at a time. Like, I'm like, are you coming back home? Like, what's going on? Because I'm confused. Like, are you gone? Are you, like, are we good? Are we through? Because you got to let me know. I want to know. So little did I know at the time, he actually had worked on getting an apartment complex and didn't tell me. I was devastated. But also, I wasn't really devastated because I already, like, had I was calling apartments and trying to apply for apartments throughout the whole time I was living with this family member. So he literally started making me out to be the bad guy, talking about I'm going through his phone and this and that. And yes, I went through his phone because he was literally sitting voice clips. But also he was flirting with the females, and I'm just like, do you want to leave? Because you can. And yeah, he started making it seem like I was a bad person for going through his phone, when I'm like, just like trying to figure out, like, are you trying to leave? Because I don't want you to stay if you feel like you have to. I'm not like that. So yeah, he did a lot of things under the table, sneaky, that I didn't know about. And I definitely felt like I figured all of this shit out. But we're going to be talking about that here in part 4. So stay tuned. It's coming up soon.